decided on this topic. Here's the problem. We have had so many fucking requests about this that Jessica's like, this has to happen. And I'm like, I feel like we shouldn't give it life at the same time. Why are all you sick baddies so down to talk about threesomes? You need them so bad. It's like the amount of DMs we've received is unparalleled.
I think a lot of people, if you haven't had one, you have a lot of questions about them. I think even if you've never had one or don't even care to be in one, you're still curious.
I think a lot of people
how
are
it
like,
goes down.
How the fuck does somebody find somebody? How the fuck does it initiate?
Yeah.
And like, is it awkward? I think that's the most concerning.
I want to say yes automatically.
I want to say yes to all three. Don't do it. Yes, do it.
Well, before we start, let's talk about the threesome woe game.
Okay, this is all Jessica.
So
see, I told you she was excited. Watch.
So I figured today we're going to hear from therapist Nikki, who's going to tell us the safe way to have a threesome. Yeah, you've heard her before on Fee Fi To Come. And we're going to hear from some baddies that have had threesomes. And I just figured that
good and bad.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of woes going on. So, oh, fuck. We forgot the booze. Are we the worst? Hold on.
Oh, okay. So she's going to get our alcohol because we are playing the woe game. It's a drinking game. Basically, I don't know the stories that she's going to read, and she doesn't know the stories I'm going to read. So whenever one of us says, whoa, you drink. Whether it's alcohol, whether it's wine after your kids have gone to bed, or coffee on your way to work, we're all drinking.
Whoa.
Jessica just brought her best basic white bitch with a White Claw mango. Hold on, I have nails. It's very hard for acrylic.
We had to do White Claws because I just feel like I do woe. Like we can't do shots
Woes
of
and White Claws.
Woes and White Claws. That's it.
Yep. Wow, this is mango?
Yeah, it's good.
This
right?
smells really good. I think
Yeah.
this is Sammy's favorite.
It's delicious.
All right, cool.
So yeah, today we have a fun day planned for you. We're gonna learn all about threesomes. We're gonna talk to people who've had them. We're gonna talk to all different kinds of people. So we'll hear from people that
support them, don't support them.
Yes, that are the other person
and
in the
stay tuned
relationship.
to the end of the episode when we announce the ratio as to which people agree and do not agree.
It's insane.
We're gonna hit you with in like mid episode, I think, because we want you to wait for that because it's mind blowing.
We'll do it before commercial break.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so one of our baddies, Morgan, messaged us and she was telling us about threesomes, that there's like rules and there's ways to go about it. So I thought this was an interesting read. I'm going to read it to you guys, okay? So when you're thinking about having a threesome, it's all about communication between you and your significant other. That is if you're having a threesome when you're in a relationship, right?
Yeah, I think even the friendship, like you don't want to fuck up your friendship.
Yeah, exactly.
Because a lot of people are like, oh, I have this guy friend. Yep. I'm like, okay.
You have to discuss what is off limits and stuff like that, which makes total sense, right? Like if we'll get into that when we get.
We're gonna get into that.
It starts by just talking to other people and seeing if they're into it, and then you hang out, you get to know each other a little bit. It's kind of like a date. So I've heard that before with threesomes, like you meet up with someone and you kind of like you have a date night kind of thing. And
weird. A lot of people I've heard want to like, oh, let's go out for drinks. And it's like,
yes, and that's not your thing.
I would be so obvious in public. Like I couldn't just be like, oh, let's go for a drink. Like, have you ever seen me flirt with somebody? Like I'm a reckless flirter casually and like not on purpose. So if I was purposely flirting with somebody, I'm so fucking obvious.
Well, why don't we introduce Trey's Tricks?
Okay.
Theme song? Trey's Tricks.
Trey's Tricks.
So Tracy's going to give us her tricks for a threesome. Trey's Tricks.
Please stop. Can't. All right. So this is what I think major do's are. Okay. So first of all, threesome etiquette. Basically,
those two words don't belong together, but carry on.
Hold on. This is major because this is going to save your relationship. So everyone listen up, guys and girls. You never, as a guy, ever initiate a threesome. And here is why. Because if you are initiating it instantly, if she was maybe going to be cool with it, she's instantly going to think, wow, he just wants to fuck other girls.
Whoa.
Okay, drink. Then, on top of it, you are already making her self-conscious because you're bringing it up as if you're not satisfied with just her. So what you're going to do if you want to have a threesome is you're basically going to want to drop major hints, like if you guys watch porn, or if you are talking about it, or if you see something on TV and you're like, you have to say like, wow, threesomes are so hot. I've always wanted to have it. It's my ultimate those words, ready? Ultimate fantasy, guys. You're going to want to say that, because then a girl's going to be like, oh my God, I want to make his ultimate fantasy come true. Okay. So if you're going to set it up like that, the girl is going to jump on board and she's going to initiate it. Therefore, she believes that she has the control.
This shit is brilliant.
Okay, so it's mind manipulation. At the same time, you're off the hook because you are not initiating a threesome. You could be like, oh, it's something I've always wanted to do but never did. But you never say, hey, can we have a threesome? Because she's going to be like, you are a disgusting pig. You just want to fuck other girls. So if you're like, oh my God, it's something I always wanted, blah, blah, blah. Make it the most juicy situation ever that she needs to be a part of because she wants to.
Make it like it would be hot to see her with another woman.
Okay, there we go. Number 2. Ready?
Trace tricks.
What you're going to do in a threesome is constantly, while you're fucking the other girl, if that's one of the rules and allowed, you're going to make eye contact with her every time you're doing anything with the other girl.
Oh.
Here is why. What she needs to know that while you're doing anything to this other girl, you can't stop thinking about her. So you're making eye contact with her. While you're fucking her, you're making eye contact with her when you're going down on her. Whatever it is, you're constantly looking at her. All right. Then like afterwards, you're going to constantly be like, wow, you looked so hot. That was so hot. You did so good. I can't even believe the shit you were doing. Never, ever mention anything that she did.
Trace tricks.
And constantly tell her, oh my God, that was the hottest thing I've ever had, but still you're the best I've ever had. So therefore,
she was good, but you were better.
She was good. It made it like fun and I had a good time, but like still sex with you is like, it doesn't compare. Like you don't understand the severity of these tricks are mandatory to survival of your relationship post threesome.
Yep.
It's necessary. Otherwise, there's complete downhill. Now let's talk etiquette. Okay, so etiquette, my rules on etiquette are
trace tricks.
You need to establish guidelines. Make a fucking PowerPoint presentation if you need to. You need to be like, kissing, off limits. Fucking her, off limits. She can blow you, but you can't fuck her. Whatever your rules are.
Do you have rules? Are these your rules? Are we talking about
we are
right
not.
now?
These are not my rules. My rules are you cannot text her. I text her only. You do not have her phone number. You do not have her contact information. You get one picture of what she looks like, and that is it. You know what she looks like, and that's it. That's the maximum contact you have.
I know where you're going here.
Yeah.
Carry on. That's your only rule?
And
I like that you have more rules to pick from.
There's no after conversation. Yeah, like
there's no sleepovers.
There's no sleepovers. She gets a fucking cab. Call her an Uber.
She doesn't even get an Uber. She gets a cab.
Yeah, you were calling her a yellow cab. And also, after the threesome, you want to text her like 2 or 3 days later, or girls, you want to get a text like 2 or 3 days later being like, I'm still thinking about seeing you with her.
Yep.
So she knows that it was nothing to do with you and her, the guy and the girl, the other girl. It was more about watching her with her. So she feels empowered that like, oh, he didn't even want it for him. He wanted it to see us.
Yes.
Major life-saving rules.
Trace tricks. Can we go back for a second?
Yeah.
To about general rules that you discussed before you go into this, like
I think
kissing.
Okay. So a lot of girls are like super intimidated by like a guy. Like it's like Pretty Woman. Have you ever seen Pretty Woman? And she's like, I don't kiss on the mouth. Cool. Yeah. Because it's so intimate and it's very personal. And she's like, if you're down to have a threesome with your man and you're like, I just don't want you to kiss her. Super easy not to do. Every time you feel like you want to kiss him, you kiss him and that's it. But like, I get why girls would be like, no, I don't want that, because it's really it's more intimate than sex sometimes.
Does a threesome count if there's no sex involved?
For a lot of girls that are not confident with having a physical threesome, where they're like, I don't want a girl to touch my man. What's mine is mine.
So maybe this is a good way to like start.
Yes. What you're going to do, dip your little fucking pinky toe into this threesome pond and say, I want you to watch me with her. Okay.
Watch me with her.
Right. So the two girls are going at it.
Got it.
He can fucking watch.
Okay.
And then obviously we'll probably get her hard, right? So then if you start feeling comfortable, a lot of times when you're getting really into it, you're going to maybe involve him a little. But so he's not fucking her. Maybe just the both girls will go blow him together. That will give him the satisfaction of having an air quote threesome without you feeling uncomfortable that she was really with him, because you're literally in the intimate space of just the three of you right there, and that's the only spot you're gonna do. And then he'll be able to still say like, bro, I had a fucking threesome, and tell his boys, because that's really what guys want, is to just like have a brag fest on like yeah. So that's pretty much what you're gonna do. Like that's your way around this whole situation if you don't feel comfortable, because you're still involving him and you're giving him a little like in without giving him like a whole spoonful of sugar. And Jessica's like smiling like she's off the hook over here. We're throwing her under the fucking bus too.
I'm enjoying
I bet.
Your monologue here.
I bet.
So what about another way to dip your toe in is, what about the girl just being there while you have sex with your man?
Yeah, it's just like you're gonna probably have to pay me to sit there and watch you fuck your man. Like I'm not sitting there for fucking fun. Right? I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to sit there. I'm sure most girls are not going to like take time out of their night to be like, oh, let me just go sit on the couch and like let her watch her fuck her
but
man.
like there's also threesomes that are not so organized. Like they just happen drunk.
Those are the drunk threesomes where you're pretty much making out in the car on the way home. Everyone's a fucking mess. Makeup is smeared. Lipstick is all over the place. It's a disaster. And that is when you have no control. There are no rules. It's whatever goes. That's the most confident threesome that there is, because it's whatever goes. No fucking rules. I do not care. I'm drunk. Let's all fuck.
Yeah, let's
the most. That's the utmost top threesome that there is, I think. The other ones that we've explained are like, the mid one is like making rules, establishing it, and then like finding a way. Like maybe have like a neutral place to meet, like a hotel. So like you're not at their house, you're not at your house. So there's no like, I feel uncomfortable. Am I going to get murdered for her? And then there's no like, oh, she's in our house, in our bed. So maybe find like a neutral ground. Also, the third girl who's coming in will be like, I'm at a hotel where there's a little bit of security because they saw me walk in but not walk out. You know what I mean?
Don't forget, guys, new clips air every Thursday. So see you next Thursday.
Hosted on dimlywit.com.
Even though we are not your best examples,
We're the best you've got.
so cheers, bitches.
Cheers. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for updates, and if you like this clip, share it with a friend.